high LED technology screens. Mind you, we're the ones who invented black technology screen paints way back in the day when we had the digital 4K crystal onyx technology. So we know quite a bit about black screen paints. And one of the problems I see here with this product here, as I told you before, white levels are very, very dark. The product should never be this dark. That fish right there, this is an OLED demonstration. You can't even make out the highlights on here because this has something what they call oversaturation of contrast levels. The background is completely dark, we know that. And then he has this halo system, which is actually roughly about 500 watts. That's all they are. It's no real bright lighting whatsoever. So you can see that he went in and changed the eBay listing again. He's been altering and changing it at will to try to scam people. Now he's calling it Crow's Black Hybrid Mix. And you can tell that the can, whatever this is supposed to be, has been altered and changed to try to rip off people. This right here, the font you have here is rosewood. You have here, and then he has this, whatever this is, you can tell it doesn't match the can. You can tell clearly it's something that he put over top of the picture and then tried to blow it up. So this is the only one he's selling. Now, we first started up this, he had two cans of paint up here. One was the hybrid mix, the other one was the Metallica 2.0. Now he's completely cropped out the Metallica 2.0 and put in the hybrid product here and then claimed to be black. I told you about the whole Black Frankenstein nonsense that went on, how he claimed to have a black screen paint, and he claimed that it was, you okay over there? All right, make sure you're okay. You got a new toy today. It was a fake product he made called the Frankenstein mix. It was black with no black product whatsoever. He says it has a batch number of, look at this, he didn't even put the date in correctly. It's 09/01/2025. That's what it's supposed to be. Where's the rest of the zero for this? So he wrote all this in on top of the previous label, because you can see even the font doesn't even match. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. Let's go over to our section here. So yeah, he went in and just changed the label. You can see the font doesn't match here and here. See why it's off the can? This is something he printed over top the picture, as you can see. Oh, that's awful. And then turn around and say he has a black hybrid. Jamie, you don't have any black hybrid mix at all, period. We all know that. Oh man, this scammer is unbelievable. Let me see real quick here. Image is way too dark coming up. That makes it even worse. Now you're missing a whole slew of testing. But we'll be in contact with eBay tomorrow. His listing is going to be going bye-bye pretty soon because he's still missing a ton of testing. And also you can see that the price on eBay is going to see the price has started fluctuating. He started changing the price at will and it started fluctuating. There's a whole lot of problems with this particular scammer. Let me see here. $250. And buddy was laughing so hard when he saw the price. He went over. He said, "Oh heck no! You got no testing underneath your stuff." Make a lot of freaking labels and stuff like that for our company. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Let me see where's our batch number at. Here. 09, this is the one we have, what's left over from the Ultra Black Cinematic. The ILEG wouldn't have a black number, so a batch number is in testing. So 09/14/25. And he's saying that the product he had was basically tested in 9. What the heck is 9? It's supposed to be 09/01/2025. That's what you say you have tested underneath this product, right? Alright, so I should be able to go to your YouTube channel and find your test. Let me see. And it should be under the hybrid mix. So it's a black hybrid mix. That's what he's calling it. Crows Black Hybrid Screen Paint Mix. Alright, we should be able to find this. Crows Hybrid Black Screen Paint Mix. Let's look for black on black testing. Oh no, batch number 01. You said. No, you put down 1. I have no idea what the freak this guy is doing. He says he has it down under 09/01. So that'd be September the 1st of 2025. He's saying it's a batch number of this product, which means you have about 60 tests on this product, because roughly about 30 to 60 tests have to be under a black screen. So you're saying you have all those tests? All right, then. Let's see. Let's go over here and let's see what we got. So we got 09 slash 01 slash 25 batch number. No batch number. Not one. Of course there's no batch number. What else would you expect? Alright, let's go over here to our product. Let me see what we have right here. Our batch number here. 09/14/25. Zero 09 slash 14 slash 25. There's ours. Batch number verification right there. We did it. I told you all my videos all post automatically to YouTube. Where are your tests at? Let's go in to my channel right here and let's grab all this. All right, let's come over here, copy from there. Let's go over here. And let's go to batch number right there. See the date that pops up? Right there. It's a batch number test. We do them all the time. We've got tons of these tests that we do. So, question is, you claim to have a test on your product. Now, I bet you I can dig up an assortment of tests you don't have. Jaime, I'll challenge court on this. I'm going to send you another document to your address. Another one coming Monday morning. This will come from an attorney this time, not from me. It's coming from a lawyer. Because we can see right from the door, you're changing your eBay listing at will. You're going and changing your specifications. You're stealing information from other sites. Keep in mind the track record you're showing, we're documenting all that. The multiple letters we've been sending out to you, asking you questions about the product. So we've been building a case on you since today. Getting ready for Monday morning to have a lawyer send documents to your front door. You make it too easy, man. All right, this is our batch number verification right here. Now, Jaime claims that all of a sudden, when we said that you can't have two products with two different specifications, right? It has to be one or the other, right? So he wanted to change the label. As you can see, look at the font. The font doesn't even match. This is called Rosewood right there. That's the font. This right here is called Arial. This is what this is right here. So what he has is he went over top, he blew up the image, as you can see, and then he went in and he basically typed in this, that he has a batch number, he didn't even put the 0 next to it, so it would be 0901-2025, and then he put down black over top of it. And this is the image he shows off right here. Now, problem you have with the image you have here, it's dark. You see this? See how your image is all oversaturated? See how dark the blues are? This is a poor image right now. We can see that. And for a black screen paint, why is the rest of your environment dark? And this is the only light that's on. So I can automatically see from the environment, your screen, look at it, look, right there from the door. There you go. Perfect example of oversaturation of contrast level. See where his image had faded out right along here? See all that black in here? This is supposed to be a screen that's supposed to be, what do you call, a heavy contrast screen. So a heavy contrast screen should be to pull up all the detail, all the depth, everything you should be to see it sharp, vivid, and bright. This right here shows that the screen is picking up too heavy of a black level. See right here around the corners? Right there? There you go. See how it washed out right along here? See how it faded right there? You don't know what you're doing. That's house paint. That's literally what you have in there. That's nothing but house paint. So what that is probably a couple of tablespoons of white paint into black paint. That's all it is. Good gracious, you've got to be kidding me. That's horrible how poor that image came up. This is our image. Let's go to our Facebook account because we have our Facebook account over here. Oh, messages. I gotta get around to some of these messages. My accounts have been overloading right now. Okay, we'll get to them, people. We'll get to you. Now, this is my page, my Facebook page. And as you can see, basically, these are this is how it's supposed to look. This is how your image should be picking up. And you call yourself making a black technology. You see how bright that image is? You see how there's no shadows or anywhere on the screen? That's how we know your white levels are failing miserably. See how bright the levels pull up? See how white the levels pull up? See how bright the levels pull up? See how the black stays here? It doesn't oversaturate into the surface of the screen. See that? Your levels are too freaking low. Too high. So your contrast is literally so high that it's bleeding into parts of the screen that have nothing to do with contrast, like the blues and greens and reds. Your levels are too dark. Watch this. See right there? See how the skin tones pop high? See that? You don't know what you're doing. You don't know the first thing about black technology. Your image is coming up like the table right here. The reflection of the table, that's how your image is coming up. This is how white our levels pull. See that? Look at that, Jaime. Look, see that? Natural skin tones. Look at that. You don't know what you're doing. The first minute I tell you, when I see a screen that picks up that dark level, see how dark its levels are coming up? See how dark the levels are around the screen? That tells me that you can't pick up a white level. You can't read it. There's no way in the world you should be seeing this around the screen. Never should be seeing that. That's too dark. That is the demonstration from with this fish right here. That's the LG. I think it's LG or Samsung demonstration with that one. We on the back side or the front side of this, so handles on this side. So we can always on this side of this baby. Clearly you do not know what you are doing. Let me see, we'll fire it up through that side. I mean, it's at the minis on this side. We don't have minis on this side. We have to do it the other way around to pull it through. Okay. I could use menus. Are menus on this side? Which side are we on? Here. Go back in there. Oh no, I disconnected it. Let me run over here now. Yeah, your white levels are way, way too low. You don't know what you're doing. I'm going to have to bring the screen over a little bit more. You got a lens shift on this thing? I got my screen set up. That's a little demonstration for tomorrow. So make sure the screen's set up. Let me see. I forgot we're detecting. Did I detect the PC? I wonder. Interesting. So it was a Fire Stick and the PC was having that issue? They won't read through there? Huh. Interesting. So only the whatchamacallit runs through there. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know that. Okay, that's weird. It's not a problem for me. Well, we have adapters on these things. Inputs. There we go. Now, I'm going to change this over a little bit here. We're on the other side. I need to turn this thing around. Let's come over here. Oh, we got AI technology running on its side. We got software running somewhere around here. Let me see. Microsoft, you've really got to stop playing around with them today. I don't need all this nonsense. Really serious? Gee, we're not going to use Internet Explorer. I hate the Internet Explorer. Why? Would you have this up here? Why? No, we're not doing this. No. You do too much. You do way too much. That's what I want. Sheesh. Would you like to try? No, I would not like to try. Force this up on me. I don't want. Does it feel? It's working. There we go. Perfect. Alright, that's excellent right there. Let's get this up and going. So rivet. And just so much more. So you don't know what you're doing. As I said before, your saturation levels are way, contrast saturation are way too high. Way too high. There we go. And I think that's right there. Let's see. Where is the other one at? It's tilting too forward. Give me one up. There we go. I think I want to do 1610 on this one too. On top of that, 1610. 1610. 9 actually gives me a more narrow effect. I This guy would try anything to scam someone from the door. Okay, let me see. You got some long wallpaper in here? No, good. Let's get this one. This one's here. Where's the folder? Let me see what I'm going to do. It's a picture. We need long wallpaper. That's not going to work for me. And I'll get you in a few minutes. I'm working on something right here. I got demonstrations to the clients coming through. I want to make sure my screen's set up here. I got to adjust this thing, get my other screen built at the same time for tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out where the heck is the long wallpaper in this thing. Let me see. Cyberpunk Office. Is it always at the bottom? Let's see if it's at the bottom. Okay. It's called long wallpaper. How do you not see this? Front projection. Trying to find my folder. I had special wallpaper if I want to do portrait. Can't seem to find this wallpaper. Future. I'm gonna go over here to here. Gotta be here somewhere. Here we go, long wallpaper. I gotta be in here somewhere. Let me go on this side here. See which one I want to do. It's full cord. No, I don't want to do that. Full cord. Give me another one. This is what we need to put the control mouse in. I want long wallpaper here. Oh yeah, we get the saddle pumps on this side? Oh heck yeah. Let me see. Let me see this one first. Give me this one. Let's see what's at the background there. That's good. That one. No, that one. Let me see. Good. Not that one here. I'm not happy with that one. Another one stayed here. Another. trying to make my mind which one I want. I'm trying to figure out which wallpaper I want. Let's try this one. Let's see. I'm feeling that one. This one. Let me see. I don't want that one. Do we have another one? Set up some more figures on here? And we have them on the other side of the other PC. I have them on that side. I'm not feeling it. Just not feeling it. Let me see. I want to go with that one. I don't like that one. Where's the one that I had? I had a real nice one on here that I really liked. We don't have that one here. We got waterfalls, everything else under the sun on here. We don't have what I want. I'm not feeling that. I don't want that. I want something else. Let me see. No wallpaper. No wallpaper. Nothing there. That one. So it has to be this one. Why would it buy some out of this one? Alright, we'll go with this one here. We'll go with this one here. It's the same thing. What's my other folder? This is not what I want. That's not what I want. That's definitely not what I want right there. Alright. Can we get this guy? Let me see what we got on this one. Alright, cool. I'll take that one instead. I can deal with that. I like that one. We'll go with the Cyberpunk. Alright. I'm getting set up. I got something to do tomorrow. So anyway, as I said before, you don't know what you're doing when it comes to black technology. There's no way in the world your contrast levels should be that saturated. And that tells me you have nothing more than just a black and white paint blend. That's all you have right there. Nothing more. That's all you have. Nothing special. So anyone can make that stuff that you have right there. So his saturation levels are way too low. Then on top of that, the thing about it is, you don't have a black paint at all, period. So again, I can't find your batch number, as you claim you have a batch number on your product. Okay, this is all set up, ready to go. So let me see, come out here. I want to pick up here. Let me see, where you at? Come on, you gotta be here somewhere. Where are you at? I know you're here somewhere. There we go. So, see, your batch number, see how your image is so dark? I know where this is from. So let's go over here. Let's get the LG right here. Okay, let's see. LG 4K demonstrations. I'm on a portrait screen. How come we don't have a portrait screen, giant portrait screen? Well, I got a different screen I'm building here, but I want an actual portrait screen. I'm not going to take away from Taco's cubbyhole. I think I'm going to, that's a pretty big size portrait screen. I think I'm going to build it here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to do a different change up here on screens here. So I'm going to put two section screen in. That's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do instead. What do you think, Taco? I'm going to do some rebuilding for some new screens. Definitely want to do a portrait setup. When we do a portrait setup, we can stretch that whole thing out from here to here. Easy can knock that out with no problem. We can put it right up there. So let me see how we would have to do this at the end of the day. Because I definitely want a portrait screen on that side. I want it on this side, only on this side. So I think I'm going to switch this side off to portrait and do this one and a 235.1. I think I'm gonna do that because I was online cutting for a projector. I got two projectors coming already because I'm undecided on what I want to do. But anyway, let's get to this real quick. Let me see. Well, we can put a halo system on this. I'm turning this into a portrait screen. I'm gonna do a portrait setup over here, and I got a custom screen, but I can't tell you how this is gonna be built. It's gonna be sick. The gaming screen equipment is gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. But for right now, let's go over here and let's pull up the LG. LG 4K. Okay. Only one demonstration? Are you kidding me? How many demonstrations we have on this black technology is unbelievable. Yeah, it's a scam paint. It's definitely a scam paint. You gotta be careful about these products that, again, can't be backed up. Is this new? Well, when they bring up these new videos. Or is it Samsung 4K demonstration? Samsung has that one. Here it is, right here. Now, see the fish here? This is what I mean by your levels are way too low. See how bright the image is around the fish? This is how you know that the image he's showing basically is completely washed out. Let me see something for a minute. Here, got a portrait now. Now, my system over top is more powerful than your Halo system. My lighting in here is 24,000. That's way more powerful than your Halo system. That dark area you have around your screen here, here, and here that's completely washed out, that tells me my projector sits in eco mode on top of that at 2,500 lumens and a fully lit environment. Far brighter than your screen. And far brighter than your environment right now. You have your street lights, you have your lights out in your apartment, and the Halo system you're using is only 500 watts. These are 24,000. All right, so your screen is too dark. Let me go and show you the rest of this. Watch this. See that? See how high your color level literally has to be? Your image is coming out way too dark. Watch this. Back here a minute. Image is way too dark. See how it's lighter on those corner edges? And then we get to your area right here where your screen is completely washed out. I want a Halo system now. I mean, I want a whatchamacallit now. A Halo system for this thing. So, still, you're going to have to show, you said you have a batch number verification. Batch number verification means your product's tested against black paint. Let's go check that out. Let's go get your lights on for you. Here. Let's have a look at your demonstration. Let me see. I'm going to switch out from here to here. Back over here because I got a chance to see what I wanted to see on that side. Let's go look up your stuff real quick because I got to get out of here. I got some stuff I got to do. Let's shrink this down. There we go. Where's the monitor? That monitor is right here. I'll get a chance to check that out. I'm going to be switching this unit over here because I'm going to be doing my portrait. I'm definitely keeping that for portrait. What about the boot that thing? I'm going to keep it for portrait. All right. Let's see if this product exists. This is just another one of Fernando's scams. Let's have a look and see if your product really has actual testing underneath of it, right? And you said you just made this product? Because I've never heard of it before. So let's see. We should find some videos or something on it. Where's the mouse at? Way over here. We should find some videos on this. All right, so let's go over here to, let me see. What is the product called again? Here it is. This is supposed to be the batch number verification for this product right here. I should be able to type this right into YouTube. Ours is right here. If I go back a little farther back. Can we get ours right here? Took ours out. Let me see for a minute what we got over here. Oh, here it is right here. This is mine right here. So this is my batch number verification right there. 091425. All right, let's go over and see where his pulls up. There's nothing here, Fernando. There's no batch number testing. Now we have the Metallica Mix 2.0 right there. That's the free mixer I told you that the Metallica is made out of. But we don't have this paint you claim you have. This is 2 years ago. Super dark black paint you claim you have right here. Two years ago. That's it. You don't have any testing. Your batch number's not coming up. So I looked up your batch number. Told you, fake and scammer. Crows Hybrid Black Screen Paint Mix 09. It says 09, right? That's supposed to be 0125. That's what you have on the can. This video is from 8 years ago, and that's another customer you had. This video right here you have is from 2 years ago. You got nothing there. Where's the batch number at, man? So this is what we're doing now. We're just basically going to eBay and we're just printing up fake dates and saying we have these batch numbers. Again, people, I warn you, do not buy from this individual. He is a scammer and a rip-off artist. Now, if you go over here to my page right here, we put down here the ILEG. Let me see. It's supposed to be ultimate. Bam. So he pulled up, even when I spelled it wrong, he still pulled it up. ULTIMATE. Ultimate Black Cinematic batch number. Right there. That's from right here. This is my date right here. So what the batch numbers do, and why this guarantees the customer, that means that the product was tested before it was shipped out to the customer. And by the product being tested, that means the customer gets a chance to see what the product is going to look like before they get it. Which means all our product is tested. Has to be. So what Fernando did in his demo over here on the eBay scam, he basically put in a fake batch number on a product that doesn't even exist. Because there is no hybrid black screen paint anywhere. We can't find any demonstrations on it. The batch number is fake, and all this is fake. As you can see, it's a fake product. Let's go over here real quick. Let's look around right here. Let's see. Search for Google Lens. Yeah, Google Lens picks up this. So this is what the Google Lens picks up. If we do a search for the image, this is what the Google Lens picks up. It picks up the original photo here. Wow, you can see we went in, he basically did editing. You can see the editing right. This is what Google Lens does. It pulls up everything on your pictures. This is the original picture right there. That's what it looked like. So what we have to do is Google Lens search on where the image came from. That's where it came from. So he went in and just blew up the image he had and just went in and just wrote stuff over top of it. Wow. Again, this is what I mean by super lazy at the end of the day and ultimate scammer. Nothing on his product. I told you, this is what we went through with the Black Frankenstein. The Black Frankenstein he claimed he made. And we couldn't find anything on this stuff. Yeah, this is something he printed. He wrote over top the original label. Look at that. It doesn't even match up. It doesn't even line up with the can. As you can see right here, you can see the can, how it rounds off here. This is rounding off here. And see how this is just going straight and just running off? So he just printed this on here. Man, definitely a scammer. And then look how black the image is coming up on the screen. That is absolutely horrible. That the image, look at the color here. It's all completely blacked out. Poor product. Poor demonstration at the end of the day. And we can't find anything on it. So looking for the batch number, we got nothing here. And right here, meanwhile, this is the hybrid mix. This is not the hybrid. This is the how to make the Metallica Mix 2.0. As it claims right here, this is a 2 flat to black paint. You do not know what you're doing. Oh my goodness, that is horrible. Who video posted this one? Wow. That is so washed out. This is your customer. Look how washed out. That background is supposed to be black. This is supposed to be a black background. Let me get my stand and move out here a little bit. That's supposed to be a black background. That's how poorly washed out his image is. That's bad. This is your customer, Jamie. Look how bad the background is washed out. Look at the colors. The colors are all washed out. And notice if he has the curtains. Look at the curtains. Notice I told you, he blocks off the light here. They always block off the light there. If these curtains are fully, that's going to be completely gone. Look, look, look. You can't have the curtains open because the screen would wash out. Look how dark it is in here. And look at the light that's hitting the curtain. They can't fully open the curtains. The screen will disappear. Your customers are sitting there trapped in the dark with a gray screen that's poorly washed out. Look at this. All those colors are washed out. That is absolutely awful. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the history of people who get ripped off by Fernando. That is absolutely awful. That is completely washed out. What's this supposed to be? This is the hybrid mix. This is supposed to be the hybrid mix. That's awful. That is absolutely awful. Well, right there, buddy. This is your Metallica Mix 2.0. How to make it for free. Again, his video that he tried to get rid of. We have it now. And we can't find any batch number on this product. So we're looking for your hybrid mix. We can't find a batch number. Where's the batch number at, Jamie? So you just made up a batch number off the back of your head, on top of your head. We're going to put down 090125, and this is supposed to be your batch number. And again, no batch number. It keeps coming up under the customer. So you don't have a batch number for this stuff. That's 2 years ago. So this is 2 years ago. How in the world would this have a date of 0125 if that's 2 years ago? So if I type in your batch number, nothing comes up. Meanwhile, we type in our batch number right there and we pull up. This is my batch number right there. Batch number right there. Right there. That's our batch number. So where's yours at? So let me get this straight. What you did was you took a label, you blew it up, you put in a different font into it, because that's rosewood. That's the font for that, called rosewood. You just wrote something in on top of it, and that's what you did. Good gracious. This is what you people deal with? This is the reason why you guys got scammed. You got ripped off. You people follow this guy, and that's why you got ripped off. You guys got ripped off. This is a hot mess. Look at this mess. The font doesn't even match. You look at the font. The font doesn't even match. That's rosewood. Look at that. And look at it, doesn't even match the can. You see right here with curves right here because the can's round. Look how it goes straight off the can. Oh, I got to post this to a site. This is going to a website. This is going to the form site tonight. Guy came in and said he had a black paint. Put in a fake batch number, and the batch number is not even coming. We type in, there's no batch number on it. Man, this is the scammer you're dealing with at the end of the day. On top of that, the pictures are dark. Look how dark the image is coming up. That is awful. You think your lamp is malfunctioning, coming up that dark. Doesn't know what he's doing, and literally printed up a can now. Let's see what he got. He rewrote in the specification sheet below. I'm dying to see what's going on down there. Jamie, your listing's getting pulled tomorrow. I guarantee you. When I get done talking to eBay, I'm getting your listing pulled tomorrow. You are definitely a scammer. I'm looking at price hike of $250 for a product. That, look at the label. The label doesn't even look legit. Let's see what he wrote down here in the bottom now. If he changed up again in here. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. It's saying it's batch number guarantee. All orders are tested. But he's using our specification sheets. You can't even back up that mess at the end of the day. Because it doesn't have the same thing. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let me see. Do 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 do. That requires a white level test, by the way. And you have here. Let's see if we remove the demos out. You probably remove the. Here we go. Easy and fast. No instruction demo. You're supposed to have a demo right here. There's supposed to be a demo. There's supposed to be a link in there showing the demo of the screen being painted down. Didn't answer any of the questions we gave him. He didn't answer that. We didn't get any messages from him. He didn't answer one. We had to see a black on black demonstration, Fernando. So this is what we're going to do, Fernando. We're done with this game. Letters coming to you Monday. We're going to send a letter out to you. It's going to come from an attorney. We're going to send it right to you. We're going to challenge this in court. Because this is a bunch of nonsense at the end of the day. You're trying to rip people off. Color black. First you had color black and it was gray. Now all of a sudden you turn it gray. You turn it black when it was actually gray. Let's see if we can find a black hybrid mix. Let's see. Crows black hybrid mix. Nothing there. Nothing there. Hybrid mix. Crows black. 1176. Let's try 1176. 1176. Let me see. Black mix, 2 tablespoons and 1/4 of glitter. Dark, we did this one already. We literally did this one. This is the paint we told you can make. You can make the product and you fail. We know this one already. This is nothing. This won't even make anything. Black fat paint, 2 tablespoons, 1/4 of silver glitter. No, won't work. Dark theater, 1 quart of white paint, 4 tablespoons of silver. No, no, no. That wouldn't even help you at all, period. That's why your product's coming up so dark. Flat glitter. Why does he have white paint in here? That doesn't make any sense. 1 quart of white. We gotta look at this mess. Oh no, that's us. We made his paint. Yeah, this is us. We made his paint. This is his ingredients. We literally posted his entire ingredients. This is all his screen paints right here. I was like, wait a minute. That's not how you make black paint. Oh, this is his ingredients. This is all his paints. We actually made all his screen paints. That's his entire ingredients posted online. We made it. And we put the product against the product and beat his own product, his own product. That's right there. It's on the forum site. I knew we posted this thing right here. Yeah, this is his product. This is how we made his ingredients. Let's see right here. We got... Yeah, we upgraded his product. Free Crow screen paint mixes, blah, 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 blah. Cheap house paint. This is the actual video showing his product being house paint right there. Right here at the bottom, Absolute Silver Theater 2.0. Oh, yeah, this is what we made this product. Oh, we got to basically copy and paste this. I need a copy of this whole entire thing. Give me a copy of this whole thing. Definitely need this whole thing. This is his entire freaking paint. This is all his paint. Right here. We made this stuff. Let me get me a notebook pad. I need a notebook for this. This is all your paints right here. We made them all. So basically, this is his entire ingredients. I told you, dude, I can mimic all your stuff. I can make your stuff. That's all your paints right there. That's the ingredients, how to make every single paint he makes. And upgrades. How to make them in gallons. We have everything. UB mix. We have Frankenstein mix. We have all of them. They're all in there. Everything. That's your entire screen paint list right there. And here's the thing, Jamie. I bought your paint and I was able to match it to your product. That's how we know it's yours. You've never purchased my product, nor do you know how to make black paint, because we gave you the opportunity to do this and you couldn't do it. Can we get this on a wraparound view? Let me see. Format. Word wrap. We need word wrap on this. Nope, no, we don't want the format word wrap on that one. Give me front. No, I don't want bold. Give me word wrap. Give me word wrap. Front. Give me view. No, we don't want that. Don't want that. Give me view. View. Zoom. Editing file. Let me see. We don't want it broken down like that. Format it. Take it word wrap off. Front. We don't want front there. I'm gonna take that word wrap off. How did we print it up that day? Yeah, here's the ingredients. It's ingredients how to make all his products. Right there. All of it. All his stuff. We made all of it. We got all your products. And we upgraded everything. We literally upgraded all his products. I'm going to go in. Let me see. I'm going to take all this out. This is going to be posted on the site. We got a new site we just pushed. Put it right here. It says all his ingredients. All in one hit. This is your entire product line. We already made, look, there's a video showing this stuff matching. Yeah, we made all his paints. Put it on a challenge. I was looking, I was like, wait a minute. That's his ingredients. Yeah, that's your stuff right here. So, keep in mind, there is no, what's the word for it? There is no hybrid black paint. There isn't. He made it up. Of course he made it up. Let me see right back here. He definitely made it up. The batch number is fake. The batch number is definitely fake. Batch number is definitely fake. And then he went in, he basically not even the proper font. Can we get a copy of this right here? I want to save this image right here. Let me see. Give me just gonna share this over to eBay just in case the video is missing. Let's get a new folder here. And let's put down Crows eBay scan paint. Alright, put that there, save that, so we have that on file. $250 for something that doesn't even match. He clearly put that in there himself, over top the label. And you can see right here, look at this. It doesn't even match the can. It doesn't even wrap around the can. It's just posted to the side of it. Yeah, and the batch number's not coming up. We can't point it on the batch number. So your site's coming down. Biggest scammer on the face of the planet, I tell you. Alright, I got to get working on my portrait mode section over here. I had to get working on our new gaming screen paint. Again, this stuff right here he has is absolutely horrible. And yeah, stolen batch number took our screen. No. Now he changed it. Now he changed it to 24 ounces, 120 inches. Oh my goodness. I can't make this up on how bad this guy is at the end of the day. So we got resin. Now he changed it. At first it was 64 ounces. Then it was 32 ounces. Now it's 24 ounces. The problem is that the cans you have here in your picture, these are 32 ounce cans. You cannot be that stupid. These are 32 ounce cans. So the 32 ounce cans, but you're saying they're 24 ounces. My goodness. Metal 24 ounce paint cans. $24-ounce metal paint cans. One quart, and it's a U-line. U-line, 24 in a carton, Now, why am I looking this up? Because they don't make a 24 ounce. They don't make a 24 ounce in a can. They make an 8 ounce, but they don't make a 24 ounce. A 24 ounce is an odd number. It's a number that's found in food containers. So the food containers with the screw on tops, They're the only ones who have those particular containers. 50 ounces, only one that has those containers. 64, only one that has those containers. But metal containers are made in one size. They're made in 32 ounces and they're made in a gallon. You know why? Because the machine that they make that processes these cans, when they have it through a conveyor belt, it has a certain size that it measures on. Basically, when this machine is filling these cans with paint, is actually sized for 32 and it's sized for 128. 5 gallon, 10 gallons. I know because I was going to order one of these machines and I had to figure exactly what cans these cartridges would take. When they go through the machine, it goes in a conveyor belt. It has a fat system that fills them up with paint. A lid comes down and presses it, throws a label on it, and boom, you're done. That's if you're doing massive orders. Well, the thing about it, it doesn't take special sizes. It takes traditional sizes, which means they don't make a 24 ounce in a metal can. Gee, my goodness. This guy is a professional rip-off artist. Now, someone say, well, what about here? No. This is 24 cans. 24 cans. At a pint. 24 cans. Bum, 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 bum. Now, bigger problem you have is no one uses metal cans anymore. Now, you got metal cans here. Yeah, you got them there. But majority cans now are plastic. Why? Chemicals. Why? Chemicals have to expand when they're in a can. At this metal, it restricts the can from expanding. It's going to cause the can to implode as in bend inward. And that means if you open up this container or lid, it can be traveling at you at 100 miles an hour. You can cause some damage to yourself. That's why I prefer when you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, you buy something, the cans are always plastic. So, Fernando, you don't have a 24 ounce in a can. 24 ounce metal can. Let me see what you like. Got 1 quart. Whew. These are 24 cans. How many ounces in a pint? 16 ounces. So it's 16 ounces in a pint. So bottom line is, they don't make 24 ounce cans. So you're going to keep changing this back and forth, aren't you? That's a sad, but this is what I want to expose you on. You're going to keep changing it back and forth. So 16 ounces come in a pint. That's what it is. So in Uline, and they sell a lot of cans here, they'll have pints. You can get a pint in a can, but 24 ounces, you're not going to get that. 24 ounces is an odd number. That's why. They don't make 24 ounces. So how, on your listing, that you're claiming that you want $250 for 24 ounces? 24 ounces. Let's make sure we get a picture of this when Fernando comes back and changes this again from the mistake he just made. I want to make sure we get a picture shot of all this. So we got 24 ounces. This is the one he keeps changing over and over again. I have it changed from 64 to 32 to 24. Now, Fernando, you may feel at the end of the day that you're running me through a loop and you're just playing games in the day. Actually, technically, it's just getting you in trouble. Because again, as I said before, we'll have letters come to your apartment. And those letters basically will challenge your company in court. That we saw on the eBay list and we have proof to a judge. We watch you change your specification multiple times. We watch you change out labels. We watch you manipulate shopping carts, change out color, all kinds of stuff. I can send that letter right to you. You'll have it by Friday. And when that letter reaches there, we'll challenge you in court. You have a right to come to Pennsylvania. Now, if you don't, like I said, you know what's going to happen. You know the whole process of it all. Process servers will start coming to your apartment. They'll be beating on your door about you going to court. This comes with consequences. It's not a joke at the end of the day for me. And for other people at the end of the day, people who are supposed to trust you and buy from you, they watch your page change multiple times. Mind you, you're asking for $250 for a product that doesn't have a batch number that actually exists. Let's see. Let's go a little farther real quick. All right. So this is supposed to be, and he doesn't even have the name over here. Where's the name at? down here. Where's it supposed to be? There's no name of the product here. So he just has color black, but he doesn't have the name of it. But you have the name up here. So it's not even down there. So the product is supposed to be a Crows Black Hybrant. Let me see. Crows Black Hybrant screen paint. Screen paper? Screen paint. And this is 2 years ago. Nothing. This is 3 years ago. Nothing. So we looked up Crows Black Hybrant Mix. This is the screen paint he claims he's selling on eBay. Where is the product? That's 3 years ago. That's 2 years ago. Wait, 2 years ago? You were in there using a 3D printer? Oh, man. Yeah, this guy did all kinds of damage to himself. He had that printer in there for longer than that. Are you kidding me? We can't see results for this. Yeah, he's got problems on top of that. I'm going to go to your YouTube channel. I'm going to see if we can find this paint. I'm looking for it. I can't find it. So I can't find anything under this. I'm looking what's on your can. And if we put down Crow's projection screen paint mix, he has Black Hybrant. Can't find a Black Hybrant anywhere. Where is this product at? Projection screen paint. Let's try this right here so you can find it. Nothing here. This can't be it. You said the batch number was 25 this year, right? So this is April of 2022, so we know that's it. That's 2023. That's us. That's our products right there. And that's us right there, matching you to a bid sheet. So where did you make this product from? So eBay is going to question you on this product. You have a product up there that has no, it's nothing there. There's no batch number, nothing. Let's go to your YouTube channel. Let's see if we can find it there. Let's go pop to your YouTube channel. Let's see if we can find it on that YouTube channel. Oh, this is where we gave you permission to make the product, right here. And you failed. Yeah, you don't make black paint this way. That's why your rollers kept coming up gray. But I'm going to find this product. Let's see if you got it on your page. Let's see what we got going on here. Go to YouTube. Let me see. Let's go here. Let's see. Put it in your search here. See if it's here we can find it. What the challenge says. I want we asked for containers. Crows Black Hybrant Mix. We'll look for your date too on top of that. Nothing's coming up. We got hoodies, all kinds of stuff coming up. Your stuff's not coming up. So see if we can find anything. Crow's Black Hybrid Mix. So this is, you're claiming to have a hybrid mix, but this is a gray screen we have over here. And this is where you're claiming this is supposed to be our product here. And this is from 3 years ago. See? 3 years ago. Where's this paint at, hybrid? Where's your paint at? So you got a letter coming to you now. Because we have proof that you're actually now posting fake paints on eBay to try to rip off customers. Fernando, I'm not going to bother sending you a letter. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going down to the courthouse with my attorney, and we're going to file criminal charges against you. I'm going to go from there for fraud. From there, we're going to have a process server come directly to your door. No letter whatsoever. There's just too much stuff going on with you, man. Look at this right here. This is from 3 years ago. This is supposed to be the hybrid mix right here. 3 years ago. This is the hybrid mix he painted in. Look at the color of the screen. The screen is gray. And this is a 200 inch, not a 200 inch. You're way off. Not nowhere near 200 inches. That's 150 inches. This is another demonstration from 7 years ago. Where's this hybrid mix? I'm looking for it right here. Crow's hybrid mix. Where is this product, Jamie? I can't find this. Where's this product you claim you have? Look at the batch number right there. All right, Fernando, this is what I'm gonna do. This game is over. All right, we thoroughly went through everything. So when we go to court on this, you can't say that this, that, and the other. We thoroughly went through everything. We asked you a ton of questions. I have all the questions basically logged in. We took pictures of everything. We can show you we're constantly going and fluctuating the price, fluctuating the product. You were just going and just changing all this stuff around. So we're done. We got enough evidence on you. We're finished on from there. So from there, we'll go down and contact eBay and get your listing taken down, because we can show that basically you are scamming customers. This is a scam product that you have right here. It doesn't exist in any way whatsoever. I just came off your YouTube channel. There's nothing there under a black hybrid screen paint mix. The batch number we have right here is not even coming up. There's no batch number in this stuff at all, period. So you made all this. And clearly you can see by the can, look at the font. The font doesn't even match. Rosewood. This is rosewood. What in the world is this mess? And it doesn't even match the can. It's not even in the center. It's right on the edge, right across. You're running up. You're sloppy, man. You're very, very sloppy. You don't even take the time to do it even right at that. And then you want to charge people a whopping $250 for a product that's non-existing? Non-existing. Yeah, your listing's about to be removed. I'm going to file a complaint with eBay against your account. On top of that, I'm going to send you another letter for court to back this mess up. Gee whiz Louise. This guy's non-stop ripping people off. Jamie, the problem we have here with you is that you feel that you don't have anyone to knock on your door. And this is what I'm going to do. I've told you before, all I got to do is go down to the magistrate and file a lawsuit against you. That's all I got to do. So, we need to get somebody, process service, whatever, knocking at that door. But I do want to show the judge at the end of the day that we did give you the opportunity to be able to back your products up. So, process servers in California. All right, let's get this started. So, I'm going to hire the same group I had before to come in and serve you for court. Let me see. What courts in Allentown do we file fraud charges against a company in another state? All right, Monday morning, Jamie. I think you need to have somebody come on that apartment and knock on that door. So we got to go to federal court for this. All right, so we already told you exactly where we need to go. Pennsylvania federal court, report fraud of government agency, and blah, 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 so on and so. All right, that's all we need right there. I'm going to go take some money out of my banking account tomorrow. I'm going to go hop on over there. I'm going to file three lawsuits against you. Remember the guys who knocked on your door the first time? You're going to meet them again. They're coming out to get you. I think you need somebody to come banging on that door for you to understand that you can't do this rip-off nonsense. You can't continue to rip people off. Because, again, this screen paint, as you said before, he came and kept changing it at will. Every time we sent them letters, we sent them messages, he would change it out to try to match the letters. You got to still do the testing, buddy. It's requesting for you to do testing to show these demonstrations. You have nothing on your account. There's nothing there. I can't find anything on this product. So that means you went out and you made a fake product, put it on your site, and try to rip people off for $250. All right, let's get this baby rolling tomorrow. Scam. Definitely a scam. And if you hit the area right here, lens for the search, look what the search brings up. The search brings up the original. That's the original picture right there, without the mess that he put all over it. Now you see right here, look at it up close. See right here? This is what the search is looking for. Right here, this is what it brings up. You went in there and you basically wrote over top the label and just put anything in there. Who the heck is this right here? Okay, we had to make some phone calls, Jimmy. You don't have a license to sell first things first, so we're going to be contacting them tomorrow. You know, license, right? I think the talk is not enough for you. I'm going to let somebody beat on that door a little bit. So, process server coming. Let me find, where's the file? Where did we hire the last time to come to that address? Oh, we got it right here. All right, I'm going to call them. I'm going to give them $100 because that's what it cost me. As soon as we get that court order all lined up, which shouldn't take long, we got enough evidence on you today. That's what we're doing. We're gathering information on you. You fluctuated your price multiple times. We saw that happen. We got it all documented, all recording. We asked you important, like I said, information about your product, and all you did was go in and basically just change it out and change it out. Well, eBay, remember, eBay got a copy of all that information. So we're good to go. We got enough already. See Crow, let me see Cinemax. Gave us all the information that we needed. Cinemax, mix, I need that. LLC. I need that whatchamacallit. I need his file number. This is the file number. This is what we need. See your file number, Jamie? We linked everything. Every video is linked to that file number. So if any company or any agency pulls you up, that number is linked to everything. It brings up everything on you. It's tied into everything about you. This is your information right here. White pages, all that. Document numbers, all here. Everything's here. Everything's here. Even your white pages on everybody comes up on this thing. Because Jamie went in and put this up public domain, and when he put it in public domain, it literally, anyone who has his name attached to him, poof, brings them right up. See? Any agency could find you. Because you put it down public domain. You come up everywhere. Even ICE has that information. You're a scammer, man. You ripped off people at the end of the day. It's meant for you to do this stuff at the end of the day because, again, like I said, you're a scammer. You ripped off a lot of people. Now you're in here trying to rip off even more people on some fake paint. Guy literally went in and we said, what's the difference between the two products? And he literally goes in and rewrites over one of the containers, claiming it to be a black paint all of a sudden. There's no testing. There's no videos. The batch number is non-existing. You made all of that up. So we have all this now documented, showing that you abused your YouTube channel, that you went in and you committed crimes against other people, try to rip off other companies. TIN number. You don't have a social security number. They're requesting a TIN number. That's why he's avoiding it. He doesn't have his documents. You don't have a social security number. You can't fill that form out. Just what the request is for taxes. That's why he's having the issue with it. I was wondering, what the heck is you got a red number, a TIN number? U.S. government identity, individual, business, and tax purposes term TIN serves as an umbrella service that specializes specific type of identification number. You don't have one of those. You're screwed, man. You're screwed bigger than I thought you were. He has a TIN popping up on his account. I looked at it, I was like, what the freak? Yeah, that's what they're for. Types of numbers and identifications issued by either Social Security Administration, SSA, or International Revenue Service and IRS. You don't have that. That's why. Good gracious. Do they know about your whole status? About you don't know about that, but they will by tomorrow. That's why you can't I was wondering, what the heck why does he have a TIN on there? Look. This is what they're requesting right here. See right here? TIN number. Verified company. It's in red. Document number. That document is the same as the following number right there. That's what he's missing, the TIN number. That's what's going on. Let's see. If your business was in 2021, how old would it be now? Four years old. So let's just say, entertain this. We got receipts from you in 2021. Your business would be 4 years old if you basically claim that. Here, you're saying your business is 2 to 3 months. Would be impossible from the receipts we have at the end of the day. But this is what he's missing right here. He's missing a TIN number. Verified company. Verified company. TIN verified company. TIN verified company. You need something called an employee identification number. You don't have one. They're called EINs. Yeah, he doesn't have one. So the verified company tax identification number, a TIN, also known as an employee identification number, EIN. You can use it for several occasions depending on whether your company is a public or non-profit or private or IRS or blah, 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 blah. He doesn't have an EIN number. Doesn't have one. This is why I told you at the end of the day, when you're filing out these forms, you got to know you can't play around with this stuff. You can't be going in and just putting anything down there to try to make get over on the government, because it's not going to go well for you. And this person went in, he committed fraud on his own business. You know, not only we can't find anything under this screen paint, there's nothing there at all whatsoever. The batch number is non-existing, it's not there. The video that he's showing this product is supposed to be connected to is basically, it's dirty, it's grainy, it's grimy. He's been changing out the specification sheets and the pricing back to back to back. Now he's claiming he has, those cans he has in the video are supposed to be 24 ounces pop, and they don't make 24 ounces in 10 cans. They make them in plastic, not tin. So there's another problem right there you have. The smallest they make is a pint. That's the smallest they make, is a pint. So that's another problem right there. And then now I'm finding out you got a flag sitting on your license right now. Your whatever the LLC is, you're missing a TIN. I know what those things are. You're missing tax information. Yeah, you might want to run for that one. I couldn't figure out, like, what the freak is that supposed to be? I've never seen that there before. I never saw that little thing there before. He has to have an EIN number. He doesn't even have a business license. Oh my goodness, man. I gotta look this up. He doesn't even have a business license. He doesn't even have that at all, period. Then he's running a counterfeiting business with a 3D printer out of his apartment. Let me see right here. What is the penalty for operating a business without a business license in California? So he doesn't have a license. So basically, you're going to without a requirement of a license in California, can lead to misdemeanor charges, fines up to $5,000 and up to 6 months in jail. And for people say, oh, it's only 6 months. I told you, some people don't make it a day in jail. They don't make it. Some people don't come out again in jail. Some people make the mistake of looking at somebody the wrong way. They get it. Somebody they may want opportunity. You'll get it. Anything can happen in a day. It's that first day you got to get through. First day and second day and third day, whatever. But it's mostly the first day because you're fresh meat coming in. You ain't got no gang ties. You don't know nobody down there whatsoever. Your opportunity. Your free game. Either they're going to get you sexually or they basically going to try to get something out of you. Now that means at the end of the day, if I'm a guy with some power at the end of the day and you coming in, you ain't got no connections. And I check on like, hey, anybody know if he's connected to anybody over here? Nobody? That's free food for me. That's extra food. I can take food off your tray. So that means an extra biscuit, whatever it is, at the end of the day, extra cake, whatever. I'm going to get it. I'm going to take it from you. Or maybe you get some Care Pair packages in. Well, now they're my packages now because I'm going to take whatever your people give you. I'm going to take that. Commissary, whatever you got, I'm going to take it. That's what it means. He got free game. Unless he's going to rumble and fight. That's what he's going to have to do to show him he ain't that type of person. If you get his crap kicked out of him, at least it shows that he's not that type of person to play with. But you're just going to have people coming at him. Jaime is not a fighter. You can tell by looking at him he's not a fighter. He's not built like that. He's not. You look like the kid that got chased home from school. You're not. Because if you was a man, people that are fighters are not going to sit there and let some process server, let their wife come to the door. They're going to handle that business themselves. They don't care. You're afraid of a process server at the end of the day. Process server came to my door over some nonsense about an attorney trying to get me to sign some papers. I came to the door with my outfit, my martial art uniform, and I came with a Bible. I opened up the door and got right up in his face and said, look, we can handle this 2 different ways. We can handle it this way or this way. How you want to do this? And he walked up on porch. I never saw him again. I'm not going to hide from nobody. I'm going to get right up in your face. But you let your wife handle the door. That's why I knew from the door. I said, oh, he's just a straight coward. You're going to let your wife take the hit? Are you kidding me? You're supposed to be the man of the house. You're supposed to take the hit. That told me from the door. I was on the phone the whole time with the processor when he was talking to me. So you don't have a license, man. You operated 2 businesses without a business license. You don't have one. And then you're operating that illegal operation you have right now. That's what whatchamacallit said. They're going to get him on a zoning, and they're going to get him on basically a penalty for not having a license. But wait till they dig a little farther and figure out exactly what it really is. Yeah. All right. You ain't going to get that 6 months in jail because you're not going to be here. Gee whiz Louise, no business license whatsoever. Opened up a business and ran it. And then on top of the counterfeiting that went in with that. Because then they're going to know what type of business was you running when you were doing all this. Ain't going to be hard to find you, buddy. Let me see. Fines and fees. Yeah, California don't play with these laws. You got to have these guys. You got to have one if you have an eBay listing. They just changed that. Those rules just changed. But last year, they changed it? Yeah. So you got an eBay listing, you might want to acquire a license. Because it used to be that if you're at an online business, you didn't have to worry about that. It was only brick and mortar that had to worry. No, not now. You had to have a license. The minute they told me that they changed the rules, I went and got my license. I'm not trying to play around with that mess. Operating without a proper license can expose your business to lawsuits. Yeah, Jamie, we're assuming the daylight's out of you, so open and shut. You don't have a business license. We can hit you easy. Yep. Let's see. Reputation damage. Failing to obtain the correct license can harm your business reputation. Ain't got no license, man. So let's just all this crazy stuff you've been doing. Let's talk about the business license that you don't have. You're subjected to all this now. Any one of your customers right now, if they want to get their money back, they can get you in court right now because you're operating without a business license. California business license rules, I think that's statewide business license, but license are required to specify the profession of location, city, and government. Yeah, you have to have all that because they have to know exactly what you're doing. Mama. Let's see. Let me see. Monday, City Hall, and we have to contact Fire Marshal because you are running some stuff in the supposed to have. And Fernando, let me tell you something. You basically feeling that you're going to continue to print that stuff and carry on and rip off companies at the end of the day. It's not, you're not showing me up at the end of the day. I know you feel like you're showing me up. It's making me mad. No, man, you're sitting there destroying yourself. You're killing yourself, number one, with that machine right there. Number two, you're going to go to jail. How would that make me upset? I'm not going to jail. I didn't destroy my health at the end of the day with breathing in freaking microfabrics from a freaking printing machine. You did all that. You killed your family in the process too. Because they breathed in all that mess too. And now you're over here trying to rip people off for $250 off some freaking fake black house paint that don't even freaking exist. Because we went to your site to find it. We can't find it. You can see the label where you couldn't even match the font. The font, by the way, is called Rosewood. How do you not know your own font? Jeebus Louise. He doesn't even know his own font. The font for Rosewood. There you go. You don't even know your own font. Jeebus Louise. I can't make this up. I literally cannot make this up that this guy doesn't know jack about his own business. You don't even know the font. You know what the font is? This is basically your lettering that you had. Different size lettering, different style, design. You don't even know your font. I know my font. My font's George. That's what I use all the time. George. That's my favorite. But this is Rosewood. So in your can over here, see right here, where you went in and changed it, I'm able to dig up the original one right over here. This right here is on his new label. If you notice, it don't match. This is Rosewood. That's Rosewood. This is Rosewood. What the freak is this? That doesn't even match your can. And as you can see, it's something that he printed on there to make it look like it was part of the can. But as you can see, look where it starts off here. Way over here, and it bends. It didn't even straighten it. It bends down here. What kind of can print? My goodness. Then we can't find the batch number on the product. There's no batch. I only went to your YouTube channel. We can't even find it. Can't find it there. Can't find any tests. The videos we have are 3 years old. But this batch number is saying 90125, which will be this year. Now, eBay will look all this stuff up, right? So this is going bye-bye. But most of all, the fact that you're operating a business without a license. That's who we're going to be contacting some people tomorrow about that. Because you're supposed to have a license, buddy. And running a printing shop and you're freaking not in zone for that. Hold on for a minute. What is the Baldwin Park Fire Marshals? Baldwin Park Fire Marshals? That's their direct number right there. We'll be contacting them tomorrow. And let me see. Baldwin Park, California zoning. Baldwin Park, California zoning. Zoning. See, we realized that your area, Baldwin Park, is a city. That's the name of your city. It's Baldwin Park. Zoning. All right, we have to call zoning. We have to call, we already have the number for code enforcement. We have to call fire marshals, and we have to call, let me see, Baldwin Park, California City Hall phone number. There we go, right there. There's your phone number for City Hall and Baldwin Park. So I'll be reaching out to them tomorrow to explain to them that you're operating a legal business that's not zoned. This is interesting because when I was in the garage and We thought we were okay in the garage, and Jamie went out and contacted License Inspection on us. Well, right back at you, buddy. But the difference between me and you is that I can up and go anywhere I want. I have money. You, on the other hand, can't. You can't up and go where you want to go. On top of that, I'm an American citizen. I go where the freak I want to go. I want to go here, I go there, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You can't. Because you weren't smart enough when you came over here to get your paperwork. And that's the first thing I would have did. I got friends of mine who came over here from Mexico. I got friends who came from France. I got friends who came over from Japan. Guess what they did? They decided they liked it down here. They wanted to stay. They got themselves an attorney, one that actually operated on a retainer for them, because, you know, they got paid a lot of money up front, and they basically worked on getting their citizenship. That's what they did. Now they're citizens, and guess what they do? Go here, to go over there, to go over there, to go over here, to go over there. That's what they do. They got their citizenship. So they can operate freely down there without having any complications. That's what they did. When you got here, what did you do? Didn't get your citizenship, did you? Then that makes you open game. That's what it does. If I'm going up to Mexico and I need citizenship, that's the first thing I'm taking care of. I couldn't give a rat's behind about a freaking YouTube channel at the end of the day. I'm getting my citizenship locked in. Then I can be on it going da 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 da. And somebody says something like, "Yeah, right, I got my citizenship right here." Boom, 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 boom. There you go. I'd have locked that sucker in a long time ago. You got to tell me one time. That's it. I'm taking care of it. I ain't putting that off at the end of the day. You crazy? I'm just my whole livelihood going down the drain. That's why some people get mad at me when I sit there and ask them. I say, "You've been here this long. You didn't get your citizenship?" You never know who's going to come into office, what point of views you're going to have at the end of the day. You definitely got to protect yourself. The problem is that some people are scared, and some people at the end of the day are basically got comfortable. Can't get comfortable when you're talking about the politics of the United States. You never know who's going to be in office and what's going to change. Whew. See, lesson learned. Very, very valuable lesson. When they finally get Orange Man out of office and he's gone, valuable lesson to learn. When he's gone, keep in mind, they're going to overturn all that nonsense, which they usually do. They overturn all his nonsense again, and they'll probably open up the borders, let people win, because they should allow them to go in and get their citizenship. But people get upset with them, well, they shouldn't be allowed to open up the border. You ain't supposed to be here. What the frick are you talking about? You American Indian? No, you're not. Guess what? You're not supposed to be here. I love these people at the end of the day. These freaking people come in and sit there and tell me that they don't want to open up their borders and letting everybody in. I'm sorry, do you own the earth at the end of the day? It's not your planet, right? It belongs to God, right? Then what right do you have to tell who and who can't come in here? That's like you want to go travel with these other countries, right? You want to go over there and act up and do what you want to do over there, but they're not allowed over here. That's some dumb nonsense I've ever heard in my entire life. The dumbest thing I've ever heard. You want to go to their country, relax in their land, enjoy the benefits of what they have over there, but you don't want them over here. Well, you shouldn't be over there either. At all, period. They have a right to be here. They have a right to be here. If they come over here and they just are law-abiding citizens, they have a right to be here. Who the freak sat there and put a wall up and they're going to tell people they can't go where they want to go? You don't own this planet. God owns this planet. And you're going to sit there and say, oh, we don't want violent criminals. We got violent criminals in the United States. What are you talking about? We got Americans that walk into schools and murder and kill kids and child rapists and all that. We got them right here in the United States. You're going to be trying to act like at the end of the day, like the United States is super, super pure at the end. We don't have no violence whatsoever. But the minute somebody comes in from another country, oh heck, there goes the whole entire state. We got violence in our neighborhood as it is. You're going to sit there and tell me because somebody comes in. We got our own people killing each other. What the freak are you talking about? They got a right to be over here. Anybody who wants to come over here and get a piece of the American dream has that right. Can't stand racist jokers at the end of the day. They don't want freaking nerds, that nonsense. I'll be in forum sites all day long, dogging them out. They don't know history at the end of the day. They don't crack books. Some people don't know how to read. I'll sit there and say, well, they don't belong here, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, farmers over there who voted for Trump, they found out the hard way, didn't they? They fired and got rid of the workers that were out there, and they thought at the end of the day that the African Americans were going to pick up that slack. You got the wrong person at the end of the day. We ain't picking up that nonsense today. You're going to figure out who's going to pick out your fruit and all that. Now, their restaurants, I mean, their businesses are going under. And Trump cut off all their support. So that's why they've been on there complaining and crying on YouTube about how it's unfair, how they're going to lose their... Well, guess who you voted for? And then you got rid of the very people that basically supported your businesses. But you got more respect for them now. So I guarantee you, when this orange man is out of office and this thing gets overturned and they're able to go back and work, I bet you give them much respect. I'm going to tell you something. Mexican community at the end of the day asks for a lot more money because they know they need you. See, it's different when they got you there and they feel at the end of the day that they don't need you. Y'all do a nationwide walkout on them jokers at the end of the day. They ain't got nobody to go out there and harvest all that fruit out there. They're going to lose their businesses at the end. Without you, they don't exist, but now you're seeing. So when all this nonsense gets overturned and Orange Man is out of office and they start putting things back the way it's supposed to be, ask for more money. A lot more money. Because without you, they don't function. Now you see that. And watch what's going to happen when they get rid of the Orange Man. Whoever comes in and gets rid of him, they're going to overturn all his nonsense. And then everything's going to go back to normal. But this time, remember, they want you to work out there. They're going to pay you full benefit. You want full benefit. You want the whole 9 yards. You want a package. That's what you want. Or just don't work. And they just lose their farms. Because without them out there, without anyone out there to help them, who's going to pick all that fruit? Who's going to do that work? They're not going to do it. Or you can hire all those maggers. At the end of the day, maybe they can go out there and pick all that fruit. They don't want to do it. All right, then. That's what you do. When you overturn this nonsense, that Epstein file, whatever's going on, yeah, Trump ain't going to be around long. But that whole Epstein thing going on, no. That ain't going to work. But anyway, ask for more money. I would. They make it seem like at the end of the day, like they doing you a favor. No, you doing them a favor. You helping them out. They can't pick that fruit. They can't make that money. Who are they going to sell it to? On top of that, at the end of the day, it's going to hit all of us. Because guess what? Next thing you know, orange is going to be like $35. It's going to be hard to get hold of hands on orange. Truckers, all those truckers for Trump. Oh, yeah, the tariffs at the end of the day ripped you guys up at the end of the day pretty good. You're not making any money. It's kind of hard to basically make money if you can't import anything from other countries because there's penalties on this stuff. Yeah, you guys are. Oh, man. Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? But anyway, Jamie, we're going to have you taken care of Monday. I got a few phone calls to make. This scam mess, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. He done went off from trying to have this professional eBay listing to this nightmare. This fake paint. This is Jamie at the end of the day. Whatever's in the dark comes out in the light. Jamie always shows his true colors. If we put enough pressure on him, he shows his true colors. Look at this mess. Batch numbers that don't show up. He's stealing specification sheets, trying to get $250 for a product that has no batch number and not even tested. Your listing's going down. Mind you, all the messages we sent you, we said we don't want to be bothered with your product. Possibly could scam us. We need a batch number verification. You have no batch number verification. There's no testing, no white level tests. There's nothing there. Just basically stealing our specification sheets right there. And then he changed it again because we took pictures of it again. Yeah, now it's 24 ounces. Look, he changed it to 24 ounces now. Only problem is that the metal can you're showing here, they don't make it in 24 ounces. They make it in a pint. That's the smallest you can get is a pint, which is 16 ounces. That's all you're going to be to get. Other than that, they make it 24 ounces is an odd number. They found, let's get those in plastic containers. Plastic containers give you 24, 64, and they give you, what's the other one? 50 ounces. You get those in plastics. But in traditional cans, they give you the pint, which is 16, they give you 32, and they give you 128, which is a gallon. And everything else goes from 5 gallons and 10 gallons. That's where they go from there. You know why, Fernando? Because that machine I told you that they use, companies use, when they had the batch system that pushes paint into those containers, the whole processing unit that basically processes all that paint, so it ships out from A to B, all different places. The machine is only designed to take those particular type sizes, that's it. Can't put special sizes in them. I know I researched the machinery. I thought if I wanted to go into a larger mode of my company, I wanted to know exactly everything about the machines. Remember, research junkie over here. Hey, I'm a research junkie. That's what I do. So, Fernando, we know you're down there crying. We don't care. You don't have a business license, right? And you have something called TIN that just flagged on your business LLC, and that involves IRS. You need something called Business Tax Identification ID number. You need an EIN. You don't have one of them. In order to have one of them, you have to have a social security number, which you do not have. So someone's been getting letters. And then you lied about your company's age. Man, what's going to get you first? So, I'm going to contact those agencies, right? And we're going to start digging into your business license first tomorrow. I can make 3 phone calls. That's all I have to make. I have all your information where you live at. I have your business and company, all that. And you're just out to explain to them, where's your business license at? And you've been selling these products. Now, if you say you haven't been selling these products, I'm pretty sure I can send them whatever they need to prove that you were selling items. So, have your business license ready, buddy. Ugh. Top of that, you're not zoned. Not even zoned, right? See, gotta have one of these. You got one of these right here, Jamie? You know what that is? Insurance. My business has insurance on it. Do you have insurance on your business? No, you don't have insurance for your business. You don't have one of them. I got insurance for my company. Again, paperwork jockey. That's what I am. So yeah, my company has insurance. Yep. I got insurance for my business. Bum, 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 bum. You don't have insurance, do you? Nah, of course you don't. I got documents for days, buddy. Anytime you want to challenge me in court, you want to challenge me in court on my documents, it'll get crushed. I'm a paperwork junkie, baby. I even have a venturous license. I actually applied for one of those too. Got one of them too. Bam! Boom! Got a venturous license, which means that when you sold those toys, those items that you basically printed out, you know, counterfeiting, remember all that stuff you're doing? You don't have a license, do you? You'd have a vendor's license. You know who has the vendor's license? Your sister has it. I checked. The license is under her name. You don't have it. The storage unit is not yours. It's under her name. You have to have a driver's license, a Pennsylvania state ID in order to have a storage unit. You don't have one. Which means in the videos when you were driving around on the motorcycle in the car, you didn't have a license. Tell me you did. First, when they asked us, Fernando, they asked us, how do we know you weren't documented? Remember the question I asked you? I said, we hoping you were documented, so that way we can go in and get you in court. Most people who basically, oh, I was just looking for this too. I need this document for something I want to do. Most people who you address that to will show those documents right from the door. You waited 11 days and didn't show me anything, and they came back and said that we're racist because you put out an honest review about our product. Remember that? Well, honest review, when the document gets there, that's what you're going to do. You're going to go to court and back up everything about what you said about my company. If you can't, you know what's going to happen after that. Fernando. License. Apartment's not zoned. I also was able to look up the apartment complex through zoning. It's not zoned for that type of business. Near the outlets designed to handle that kind of power to begin with, means when you could potentially cause fires in there. That's why we get a fire marshal that's involved in this. Now we have even more evidence from your eBay listing that you've been ripping off people. Running scams all over the place. Fernando, where's the batch number at? Where's the video for the batch number? We can't find it. Can you show me where the video's at? Look on your YouTube channel, can't find anything. Nothing's coming up. So when I sued your company, is it insured? Of course it's not insured. It doesn't have an LLC on that thing. Ooh. There we go. They're leaving the room because he's mad. And back his product up. I'm going to do you a favor, Fernando. I give everybody a chance to back themselves up, right? You got until Wednesday to show me a business license. If you don't have one by Wednesday, we'll use that against you to file. Mind you, I'm the one that's going to be testifying against you in court for the whole copyright and trademark nonsense that went on. I'm testifying against you. And then we'll show the judge that you have a habit of touching people's copyrights because you touch stars, right? You see, Fernando, all this started today because you felt the need to rip off customers. That's the part you don't understand. For some reason, you think it's because we hate you. But even if I hated you, I could have had you taken care of a long time ago. I know a lot of people. You're the easy person to get taken care of. Just like that. I know a lot of people. But I'm not the type of person. I don't care about being that kind of person anymore. I'm a changed person. I take people to court. It's much more interesting when you see somebody squirm in a chair and you watch them get that lump of throat, you know what I mean, so can't swallow, got the cotton mouth, legs are constantly shaking, hands are shaking. They're a nervous mess in that place. It's constantly sweating, all that stuff. So, I like it better that way. Top of that, it's honestness by the book, and I don't entertain the devil. But, we've given you multiple opportunities out of this mess. I told you there's consequences for this stuff. Now, come Monday morning, we got to make a bunch of phone calls now to some individuals that are now going to have to come down to that building. And they're going to reach out to your landlord now because you're running and operating the business without a license in your landlord's apartment complex. And they're going to look into that LLC. I even have your advertisement telling people to come to Comic-Con and places and locations to buy those trademark items that you were selling without permission. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you 1 day to show a license. So by Monday, you should have a license to show them. On your 3D printing business. How's it going to work anyway? You're going to walk in there and say, hey, I need a license for a business. You're going to say, where's the business located? And then you're going to give your apartment, which automatically is going to be a strike against you right there from the door. So that's not going to work. They're going to ask you what type of business. You ever seen the application for a license? It's very, very detailed. So they're going to ask about what you're operating, what type of business, this, that, and the other. Yeah, that's going to have a problem there. It's not going to work. Because zoning's going to have to get involved in that. You do know that's one of the parts of a license is zoning. You got to go through zoning to get the license. There's 3 people involved. The City Hall, they got to sign off on it. The zoning has to sign off on it because they have to know about the establishment. And then there's sanitation has to sign off on it. You need 3 parties to get a license. That's what's required. So they have to know what you are selling on that property. So zoning can know what they zoned it for, what they zoned the environment for. We're about done here. We got things to do. Oh, that's the loan we got for the company. I got to figure out when we're going to start spending this thing. I got a loan sitting in my banking account. I have no idea what we're going to do. First, I'm trying to find a bigger place. That's what I'm looking for right now. I got a broker looking for a place. And guess what was required to get the loan? A license. We need a license. An EIN number. They want it. Oh, by the way, can you show us your EIN number while you're at it? So you have a business, right? You claim you have a business, right? Then you should show us an EIN number. Now, Fernando, I know you're going to sit there and go, oh, blah, blah, we don't care. Fernando, I'm take a little free time out to do this. Tomorrow I have to build a 235.1 setup, and then I have to build another portrait screen taller than you. Set it up in here with 2 projector setups. Then I got some AI technology working on. I'm probably going to have the connects hooked up to that system over there. And I'm in the process of building me a new PC. Oh, steampunk. You know, that whole wall thing. We're going to be putting that whole thing together. Meanwhile, I have a meeting with the advertising company, and I've been looking at these other advertising companies that can do commercial with these AI technologies. So I've been looking at a couple of these big companies to start investing some of this money into. Because I want an advertising firm to advertise for us now. We want to show up in more than one place than YouTube. YouTube's nice, but it's not far enough. The reach isn't far enough for us. So that AI advertising companies, which anybody who basically started investing money in that, you guys should, good idea, because we're going to be putting money into it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. What the heck is this? Oh, this is the other license. I hope we get it. Oh, man. Paperwork. Meanwhile, look at all the fraudulent fraud that you committed on your YouTube channel. We got you so much evidence on you, Fernando. I got multiple messages that we sent to you back and forth. I got you going in one video, changing out the specification sheet. First, it started off with one thing, then it changed into something else. And it showed that you copied our specification sheet, then you changed it out to 64 ounces, then you changed it out to 34 ounces, then you changed it down to 24 ounces, then you had it at $60, then you had it at $75, then you had it at $275, then you had it at $250, then you went in, you altered and changed the labels, and put these words, yeah, we're going to show all that to eBay tomorrow. So while you were doing all that stuff, we're just gathering up all that information on you. Easy! Easy. Now, Fernando, I'm going to call these places tomorrow, get you taken care of. I'm going to show a demonstration of tomorrow to crush your product even more. This cheap crap stuff I got sitting under my desk that you couldn't back up. The refusal. And meanwhile, here, what we got right there? Which one is it? We got to duplicate all your formulas. I actually found where we posted, we duplicated and made all his products in one hit. Well, we have it here. I'm sorry, I put it in a folder down here. Let me see, which one is it? Here it is. That's all your screen paints right there. Every single one. We made all of them. That's ingredients for all your stuff. Look. See right here? Flat black paint, all your stuff. This is all your paint. All of it. We made all of it. Told you I can make all your stuff. That's your ingredients for everything you have. And guess what? Tested against product that I purchased from you. So it matched perfectly. So all the product that you made that we purchased down through time was tested against all those ingredients. We duplicated all your products. I know how to make all your paints. And to prove we can make it and how scared you are, we sent it back to you. Which you couldn't keep it. You sent it back to us. So we can make all your paints. That's your entire ingredients. Everything you have, including all upgrades to all your products. So not only did I go in and basically make every single one of your paints, but I reverse engineered and actually made a product that was better than them to basically beat your own product. George, I'm no joke. I ain't the one to play with. So anytime somebody wants to sit there and talk nonsense in the day, I'll reverse engineer your stuff and take it. That's my product now. It's no longer your paint. That all belongs to me now. That's your entire ingredients for your entire product line. We have everything in here. We got the Cinemax mix right there. There's your Cinemax right there, complete. 1 quart. Right there. Cinemax, complete. UV mix, personal mix, Metallica mix, all of it's there. All your paint. Test demonstrations of us matching all your products. Boom. Even your Frankenstein UV mix, we made them all. It was actually posted to a forum site. We forgot what's up there. Now, usually when we have these little discussions, you know something crazy is about to pop up, right? We always do this. We come out here and we crush somebody, and then we bring out this insane screen paint the next day. Jamie, we're going to put this to bed. In 2026, you will not exist anymore. Do you understand me? My goal is to get you out of this country. You will not exist. All the people who follow behind you, every single one of them will be tracked down and thrown in jail. And then we'll pave the way through the courts. The people we will find and prosecute, that the new generation, if they decide to take up the torch, will throw you in the same situation, the same meat grinder they'll go into also. Because we'll show a track record of the problems we have with people online, which means we'll continue that process of taking your stuff Yeah, we might get a reality show out of it. You guys do dumb stuff, we'll have it all recorded. We'll have somebody come to your house, take your stuff from you, put you in a reality show. How you like that? But you don't get paid for it. And another company may see our actions and how we do things, and they may do the same things we do. Make a show out of it. Y'all want to mess with their stuff in the day? You want to copyright their stuff? You want to take their trademark material? Hey, you just have process service with cameras and have them come and take your stuff. I'm pretty sure you got something in your house you worked hard for, right? Like your house, you worked really hard to get it, you know, you basically worked job after job after job. You saved up pennies and nickels and dimes and you ate whatever the crap you had to eat just to save it to get your first house at the end of the day. That's your pride and joy, right? You got a house, right? You got a car, whatever you saved to work for. And just imagine if somebody just came along and took it. Just took it from you. And there's just not much you can do about it. But just watch. All the hard work and everything you put into, you just disappear just like that. That's what lawsuits do to you. That'd bother you, wouldn't it? It would bother you if you woke up one day and you had an oil stain and your car was missing, wouldn't you? That would bother you, right? Because people would take my car. That would bother you. But when you guys go out there and you steal from people and their companies, and you feel the need to use their products without their permission, do whatever you want to do, it's the same thing. What you got going on over there? Oh, Mr. Bean. Alright, I got everything I need. All my paperwork's here. Alright, I had my fun here. I'm done. I got to go to work tomorrow. I got things to do. I got things I got to process. Finish with this dumb nonsense. I gave you the opportunity to back yourself up and you didn't take it, so I'm going to do what I have to do. This is a new one. This is a new one. They did update me till 2027. So that's good. I got to update those options. So we had to put the new one in there. I'll have to reach back out with them tomorrow. Are we going to sign it with them? Or are we just not going to sign it with them? I don't know. Scammers. Just scam people off as much as you possibly can. Rip people off, rob from them, steal from them. Going to change the labels, all that stuff. Ain't nobody going there no freaking $200 24-ounce product. Can't even back that stuff up. Fernando, since you believe I don't mean business, at the end of the day, you that's which will come right. Yes, and ingredients. We got that for all these paints. All made from house paint. All made from house paint. None of that stuff is legit. None of it. I'll just get another one tomorrow. I'll just go pick up another one tomorrow. You have it in there, just get one. Grab another one tomorrow. Alright. I have to have this right here. Yeah, we updated it. It's updated to 2027. So the reason why you don't have that number they're asking, that TIN number is missing, because you have to have a Social Security number in order to be able to get those documents. And I said before, Fernando, you're out here ripping people off, ripping off companies. You know, it came in at your eBay listing and changed that product out that fast. Come on, man. That fast you went there and changed that product out. committing crimes that quick. Committing crimes that quick. Change it out. That information so you can rip off people at the end of the day knowing that you don't have a black paint. So hoping to rip off somebody at the end of the day. Let me see. Customer service number for eBay complaint. Right, cool. Gives me that's off my site. Let's see. Sonic short projector. All right, we're done here. That's stuff I got to do. Thank you for your time. Got to go, and God bless.